In this video, we'll be discussing 3 key components that you need in order to buy properties with HPD violations. Hey, my name is Aaron Johnson. I'm a real estate broker here in Brooklyn, and I help buyers and sellers make smart decisions when it comes to real estate. Now, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button below. And enough about me. Let's get to this video. Hey, so you've watched my first video that describes on how to determine if a property has HPD violations. If you haven't, please look at the bell right in the corner here. It'll send you a link to that video so that you can take a look at it. But my assumption at this point is that you found a property, you're ready to move forward. You know that it has HPD violations, but you still want to know what's the best steps on how to purchase the property with HPD violations. And in this video, I'm going to discuss 3 key components that you need to consider when purchasing a property like this. So the first key component is knowing that you are in the driver's seat. You have the leverage on your side. You're willing to buy a property that has HPD violations. You're willing to take on these problems. So as the buyer, these sellers at your mercy. Chances are the seller isn't motivated. They're in a distressed situation where they're looking to sell with the violations. So you should use that to your advantage. You can use that in negotiating and getting your price down and saving some money. Because again, you're gonna have to come out of pocket in order to hire an expediter, hire a contractor to fix these problems. So you use that to your advantage. The second key piece to purchasing properties with HPD violations is having a good legal team. You need to hire an attorney that has done a deal like this in the past, because this is not a black and white deal. This is kind of a deal that's in a gray area, and it's a saying that goes in the industry that lawyers kills deals, and it's definitely true. I've lost a lot of deals not having a good legal team in place. But so what you want to do is you want to hire an attorney that has done deals like this in the past and know how to deal with the bank's attorney, know how to deal with the seller's attorney, and know how to deal with expediters. So you definitely want to have a lawyer in place that does that. The third key piece that you need is a good banker. So you need to have financing in place. If you were pre-approved with, say, a Chase or a Bank of America, chances are that they will deny this deal once they realize that the property has HPD violations. So what you want to do is you want to hire a bank that, say, like a smaller credit union that's investor friendly, that'll finance these deals. And typically the way it works is if they understand that the property has HPD violations, what they'll do is they will take part of the money, put it in escrow until you clear out the violation. So say, for example, they'll put 30,000-40,000 in escrow, they'll hold it in escrow, they'll close on the property and keep a small portion of the money in escrow. And what that'll do is give you an opportunity to hire an expediter to go and clear up these violations, and then you go back to the bank and say, hey, I cleared up the violations. Of course, they'll verify that, and then they'll release the money to you at that point. So this is definitely, having a banker is a key component. So again, Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo, one of those big national brands, are not going to really finance these deals. It's very rare that happens. In fact, this leads me to my bonus. Text banker to the number on the screen below, and what I'll do is I'll text you back with the name of my banker that I've used on numerous occasions for deals that for properties that had HPD violations on them. They were able to finance those deals in a creative way, as I mentioned earlier. So in review, again, the 3 pieces that I recommend is that understand your position in this deal, understand that you have the leverage, understand that you have negotiating power, and understand that you're most likely dealing with a seller that's in a distressed situation. So use that to your advantage, use that to save money, and use that to get a better deal. 2, you want to make sure that you have a good lawyer, a good legal team in place so that they can structure the deal correctly and they can have a smooth closing for you. And 3, and last but not least, this is one of the most important pieces, is that you want to make sure that financing is in place. Of course, if you're a cash buyer, this is a non-issue, but if you're dealing with the bank, you want to make sure you deal with the credit union and not one of the big banks, because they'll be able to finance the deal a little bit better for you. And again, it's all about having a smooth closing. So those 3 pieces are what you need in order to close on a property that has HPD violations. I hope that you found this information useful. Again, please hit the subscribe button below if you're new to my channel. And on the next video, I'm going to shift towards the sellers and help sellers sell properties with HPD violations. So be sure to tune in next week for the next video. See you then.